Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. Four babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Tuesday, July 9th, 2024. And here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to help you become a profitable and successful currency trader. I've been trading for about 5 years, and currency trading has changed my life. And I want to share what I know with you, so it might be able to change your life. We've got some indicators that are very simple and accurate to use. And the purpose of this session is to show you one of a dozen different trade strategies that we teach so that you can make your own evaluation as to how good our indicators are and if currency trading might be a solution for you. So with that, let's jump right in. We need to listen to this guy first, and we will get going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we do these live trade sessions where an experienced trader comes online and kind of walks you through their analysis. I do 3 a week, yesterday afternoon and Tuesday right now, and Thursday mornings at 6:30. Also, every afternoon at 4:15, I also send out an overnight trade setup that you can copy. When you become a member, we do a live trade in the morning at 10 a.m. We also do live trades at 6 p.m. And then, as you can see, we've got lots of coaching sessions or group training sessions. Coaching, we think, is essential to being a good trader. And when you join the program, you not only get coached with personalized one-on-one training, which we think is the most efficient, effective way to make you a good trader, but we've got it. Every week there's coaching, and you don't see any sort of athlete who has once been trained stop being coached. They continue to be coached. They continue to get instruction, even though they know the fundamentals. They keep practicing the fundamentals till they get better. I like to work off of a little checklist that helps keep me focused. Every morning, I like to restart my green charts, clears out the memory, picks up any updates, and has it work fast. At the end of every day, I like to review the trades that didn't go the way I planned them to go. My trading strategies, I don't take that many trades. I really want to take trades that are high probability trades. And in those instances where they don't work, I find it worthwhile to go back and try to figure out what went wrong. Last night, we didn't see a good trade up. There was a couple that we almost took, but we didn't. On last night's overnight trade setup, we took 2 trades on the Euro USD and the pound yen. The pound yen trade is still open and it's out of the money. I hedged this a little bit when it was going up. The current, the signal was good, but it didn't really go. It went a little bit. It went a little bit south, and then it seemed to change and go up. Right now, up across the board. On the 1 hour, it's starting to turn, so we're just going to hold tight on this. On the Euro USD, it's still down, but up. So this was at break even this morning. So basically, I just closed it out. So the overnight trade, when you wake up in the morning, if it's not there, take a look at what the chart's telling you and then take corrective action. So seeing that we've got up here, and we were just at break even, I closed it. So part of, again, the signals, both signals were pretty good last night. So I trust the indicators. I've traded them long enough, but every once in a while they don't get it right, and when they do, you need to have the information and knowledge to be able to adjust. Not just some people like to copy my trades, which is fine, but I'm not always sitting next to you and able to give you the advice to, all right, what's the corrective action? That's what you need to be able to do. And that's why we want you to learn how to trade. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. Our indicators are very are simple but very predictive. News impacts currency prices, so we want to know what that news is so that we can trade around it. And the place I like to get my news is Forex Factory. Forex Factory brings categorizes news events into 3 items. One is low impact. We just tend to ignore those. Another one is medium impact, which are the orange boxes. I tend to ignore those. And the ones I do want to trade around are these red ones, high impact. And this morning on the USD at 10 a.m., Fed Chairman Powell speaks. Any trade that we take this morning will be closed, should close before 10 a.m. I like to have a 2-hour window in front of the news event on a red item to not trade, because whatever this is tends to leak out and people will have access to it. Now, when Fed Chairman Powell speaks, his information is less likely to get leaked out versus like a published number. But still, so we'll, depending on how we think how quickly the trade will close, we'll decide if we're going to take a trade on the USD this morning. We also have Secretary Yellen speaking. I'm not overly impressed with her and her analysis of what's going on in the economy, but they're kind of coupled up. So that makes this a little more powerful. So anyways, we'll keep an eye on the USD, and if we think we've got a really strong trade that'll close quickly, we'll take it. If not, we'll pass. So with that, let's jump in. The strategy I'm going to use, we've got a dozen different signals. The strategy I generally use during the day is something called the 10-point trade signal. I like to take it off of a 1-hour chart, but you can take it off of a different time chart. I like to be about halfway into the chart for the signal to develop. On a 1-hour chart, a trade's going to usually be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips, depending on where you are within the support and resistance lines. And my sweet spot's 11 pips because I want to get in and get out quickly. If I can carve out 11 pips 3 times a day, I am doing pretty well. And as I said, I'm looking to get in and out within 1 to 3 hours. And the basis of the strategy is to get all the lines to basically from all 3 sections of the chart to line up. So with that, let us jump in. We're going to trade this morning off of the light 6 major chart, which is one of our standard charts. I start with the middle section of the chart, which we call the majors and minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. And I am looking for situations where we were oversold, which we were here. All the lines are going in the same direction, which they are here. And I've got what I like to call a double cross, where the green is crossed over the red and the gray is crossed over the black, which we have here. I will consider a trade as long as the green line is halfway or less, and it's just touching the halfway line, so that's okay. Couple pluses. I look at what the steepness of the green line is. In this case, it is greater than 45 degrees. I'm looking for it to be at minimum 45 degrees. And I like that the lines are all clustered. The majors and minors are clustered. That tends to make the signal a little stronger. So I've got a good three points here. When I have 3 points here, I'm going to jump up to the TNTs, and I count how many lines are supporting the buy signal I see here. So the 2 orange lines, thick orange and thin orange, are both going up. They're going up rather steeply. So that's 2 points. Blue lines are inversely related. So when blue is coming down, that means buy. Dotted blue is coming down. So 3 of the 4 telling me buy. So that's the second part of the test. And then I'm going to jump down to the pressure, and I've got up pressure. Both lines are going up. It's weak up pressure. What makes it weak is the slope of the lines and how tight the lines are. A big gap here. So weak up pressure. So 1, 3, and 3. So that's 7 points. On the Australian dollar, US dollar, when I see this, I want to confirm it. And I confirm it by taking a look at the 2 and the 4-hour chart. So on the 2 and the 4-hour chart, let's take a look. AUD USD. On the 2-hour chart, I like to see both the 2 and the 4-hour chart oversold. And they don't necessarily have to be going up like they are here, but I want them oversold. And the reason I want them oversold is if this weakens, we'll still pick up the trade off of the longer term chart. It's just going to take longer for it to happen. Here, we're almost overbought. Here we're halfway through the channel. So I don't like this. Now, last night, if you were with me, I considered a trade where we kind of saw something like this. But I'm not going to do that at this point, especially since we've got kind of some news coming up on it. I'd rather see this oversold and this oversold. And then, so we're going to see if we've got something else better this morning before we decide to do this. Euro USD, we're more than halfway. We're 3/4 of the way through the channel, so I'm going to pass. Now, can I get 11 pips? Yes, I can. It's just not part of my trade strategy. I'd rather find something on this half of the channel than here. There's just more risk as we get closer to the overbought that it's going to turn and come back. Pound USD, we're just reaching overbought. Dollar Canadian dollar, overbought. Everybody's coming down. Double cross, reds crossed over, blacks crossed over. Steepness of the green line is a little better than 45 degrees. I like that it's just entering the channel, so that's a plus. So 3 points here. 2 orange lines going down. So that's 2 points. 2 blue lines going up. So that's another 2 points. So I got 4 points here. And, ooh, I've got very weak up pressure. So the pressure's not there yet. I want either both of these lines going down. They're just about horizontal, but they're slightly going up, or I want the red line on top. So I don't have the third element, so I'm going to pass. Dollar Swiss franc, we're touching oversold, sideways on both the majors and minors. Red's going down, green's going up, so nothing there. Dollar yen, overbought, everybody's coming down. I don't have the double cross here. Red line's coming down, green line's coming down. But the red line hasn't crossed over the green line, so I'm going to hold off. I'm going to hold off here. So I've cloned this chart, and I've made another chart that is non-USD. So here we don't have to worry about any news items. So euro pound oversold. We've got disagreements between the majors and minors. Australian dollar yen overbought. Everybody's going up. Euro Canadian dollar overbought. Majors are kind of still going up. Minors are sideways. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar overbought. We don't have agreement. Pound yen overbought, starting to turn. Majors are sideways. Both are sideways. Euro Australian dollar. We just reached overbought. Minors coming down. Majors sideways. So nothing there. So let's go to the next group. Canadian dollar yen sideways. Euro New Zealand dollar sideways. Pound New Zealand dollar, majors going up, minors sideways. I want everybody to agree. The more agreement I have, the stronger the higher the probability that the move is going to go where I want. All right, so Euro, New Zealand dollar, yen. Oversold, everybody's going up. Double cross. Steepness on the green line is better than 45 degrees. Got a little kink in the line here where we're going from less steep to more steep. I like that. I like that the green line's entering the channel. So we got 3 points here. 2 orange lines going up. Thick blue coming down, so 3 of the 4 here. But I've got down pressure. This is kind of strong down pressure. The green is close to crossing over. We can go if the green is on top. This is a trade we consider. But even if we had the green crossing over here, I'm not going to take this trade now because it's evening in both New Zealand and Japan. New Zealand's, I don't know, about 12 hours. Japan's about 12 hours too. I want, since I'm trading off of a 1 hour chart, I want one of these to be actively trading to get that push that I need to get the move. So since it's not active, since it's evening in both these markets, I'm going to pass. New Zealand dollar, USD, oversold. Everybody's going up, double cross. 2 oranges going up, dotted blue coming down, so 3. Down pressure. So I don't have the pressure here. So we're going to pass. Plus we get the news item coming up. So it's got to be really, really good for me to want to take it with that news item coming up so that we can get it in before the news hits. Euro Swiss franc. Oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. Green lines entering the channel. Good steepness on the green line. So nice 3 points here. Don't like that we've got the up and down here, but this is okay. This is a good signal. Interesting. Thick orange is going up, thin orange is going down. So I may have one of the two, and the same with the blue lines. Thick blue is coming down, telling me buy. Dotted blue is going up. So I only have 2 of the 4. I want 3 of the 4. So not quite right. And then the pressure isn't with us here either. So let's go to the next grouping. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Everybody's going up. I'm not crazy that the majors didn't come down and touch. Not crazy that didn't happen. I like it to start from down here versus turn in the middle. Also, I don't like the slope of the green line. The slope of the green line is less than 45 degrees. So we're going from less steep to more steep, but the steepness isn't enough there. So I'm going to pass. Oh, and now you can see it's kind of changing. Now it's almost horizontal. Swiss franc yen, overbought. Everybody's coming down. We don't have the red crossing over yet. And we only have 2 of the 4 here. So we're going to pass. Euro, yen, everybody's sideways. Pound, Australian dollar, we don't have agreement. New Zealand dollar, a Canadian or Swiss franc. All right, this looks nice. Oversold, everybody's going up. Double cross, good steepness on the green line. The lines are clustered, another plus. 2 orange lines going up. Dotted blue coming down, so 3 of the 4 here. But our pressure isn't quite there yet. Not quite ready. Down pressure with red on top, so nothing there. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. This is similar to this. Everybody's going up. I like this. Good steepness on, we've got the 3 points. Oversold going up, double cross. Good steepness on the green line. Green line's entering the channel. But we only have 1. Interesting. Only one of the 4 here. Just the thick orange is telling us buy. And kind of got sideways pressure here with red on top. So nothing here. So we've gone through 24 pairs, and we didn't find a trade, and that's okay. Sometimes the best trade you make is the one that you don't. So I'm going to change gears, and we're going to use another strategy. So one of the great things here is that we do have multiple strategies. Now, this is a little scalp trade. Call it the thick orange line trade. And what it does is it looks at what the position of the thick orange line is. And the thick orange line is kind of a scaled line. And when it's as high as it can go, it's at 10. When it's as low as it can go, it's at 0. So when it's at 10, it doesn't think there's any more up in the movement. If there's no more up in the movement, that's a good time to sell. So let's see if we can find one. And this trade is good when there's less than 5 minutes to the top of the hour. And it's good off of a 30-minute chart or a 1-hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, it's worth 5 pips. On the 30-minute chart, it's worth 3 pips. I'm not a 3 pip kind of guy, so I don't really take it off the 30-minute chart. But let's take a look. So 5 isn't close enough. So this one we can do really fast. I'm looking if this is 0 or 10 or within 1 point of either end. So 5 isn't close enough. 4 isn't close enough. 7 isn't close enough. 9. All right, so 9 is close enough. That's within 1 of 10. I want to confirm that this is good, and the way I confirm that is by the position of the red line. And I want this red line to be peeking over the blue line, and it's not. It's touching the blue line. I want it to be above the blue line, just a little bit above. So I'm going to pass. 7 isn't close enough. 4 isn't close enough. 5, no. 5, no. 10, yes. So he's maxed out here. But look where my red line is. My red line's down here. The majors, this is telling me there's much more up in the movement. This is telling me, hey, it's maxed out. So I don't have agreement between these two, so I'm going to pass. If I have agreement between these two, I can snag a quick 5 pips off of it. 5.9, no. 9.2, yes. But my red line is just touching the blue line. I want it to be above the blue line. So we're not quite there yet. Let's go to the next group. 6, no. 9, yes. 9, yes. And my red line's above. So this is worth a 5 pip. This is worth a 5 pip sell. 5 pip sell. So let's go ahead and take it. So pound yen. New order. You can take it on your simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader 4. My lot size is going to be a function of how much is in my account. In this account, I'm going to move the decimal place over 4 spots. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can take a 1.38 or 1.4. I can take anywhere from half of that to double it. Double would be 2.8, which is what I've got here. I'm going to take a 2.8 because I have an open 2.8. So they kind of, well, I'm going to take a 2.8. So I'm going to do a market sell. I am going to right click, go to new order, modify. This trade is worth 5 pips. So 5 pips is 50 points. I put 50 in there. I click the little blue button. It does the math for me. And on this trade, because of the accuracy of it, I'm going to use a 4-to-1. So if I'm going for 50 pips or 5 pips, I'm going to put a 20 pip stop loss, put it in. And then the other thing is I like to make sure I get the full 5 pips. So I'm going to just, I got in at 206.31. If I take 5 pips away that, I'm going to go to 26. I'm going to modify this to 26.6. So that's my full 5 pips. If I add 5 pips to this, it brings me up to my entry point. So then I click modify. It puts in my numbers, and I am going to. So we took a sell on the Great Britain pound, yen for 5 pips with a take profit of 206. 266, 206, 266, and a stop loss of 206.521. 206.521, and you can kind of think of this trade when this is like at 10 or within 1 of 10, and the red line is above, like you're pulling an elastic, and when the new hour starts, there's going to be a little snap, and that snap is usually worth 5 pips. Sometimes it takes up to an hour to get the snap. So we will wait for that. All right, gang, thanks so much for joining me this morning. Glad we were able to find a little bit of a trade. If you want to trade, my experience is the best way to do anything, if you want to be good at it, is find somebody who's good at it and get them to teach you. That's what we do. We're so confident in how well our indicators work that once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with our money. And so we're taking on the risk that you'll be able to do it. On this trade, usually like to see this number changed by 1, changed by a little less than 1. So this might take a little bit longer than an hour. Some traders actually wait till the candle posts to see that this number changes by 1. And as I said, it changed just a little bit less than 1. In fact, I don't quite remember what was the. Let's just go back and what is it? 07, 09. 2024, and we want to go to 655 to 657, just to see. Nine four we got in at. So let us and it went to 8. Yeah, so it's going to take a couple hours, but we'll be okay on that trade. All right, thanks so much for joining me. Look for my for those of you who get my overnight trade setup, look for it tonight at 4:15, and we will see you again on Thursday morning. Thanks so much for joining me. It is an honor to be able to spend my morning with you. All right, bye-bye. Have a terrific rest of the day.